So covering the Toy Sapiens Retro Sapiens event in Tokyo was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the Osaka and Nagoya one coming soon. But in the meantime, I've had some pieces come in. Some I think are going to go, maybe expand with future pieces. So let's reorganize the collection, part 3. Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again. As I like to do every once in a while is take a close look at my collection and reorganize it. But first, remember to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content coming up on the channel. So as mentioned, one thing I do like to do personally and on this channel is take a close look at pretty much everything I've got. All I have here missing is my Infinity War Thor. He's in storage. I might have something else. If I can't remember, it can't be that important, is it? But yeah, the OG Mandos you saw there, I want to put them back in the collection. And I did get that heavy Mando. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, let's start here with the top shelf and take a close look, or not so close, semi-close look at each figure. This Darth Vader piece, love it, got it recently. I can't see myself getting rid of that guy. Luke, yeah, Mando Luke, when he comes, we'll have to see about that. Star Wars box, light box, and when you turn off the lights, the lightsaber, as you can see, really catches the light nicely to make it look lit up. So I thought I would show you guys that. Here we have R2 standing next to Luke. Really like this R2 from Force Awakens. And old school Spider-Man. Now with the new Spider-Man movie coming, maybe we'll get that suit again. That's my favorite, Sam Raimi. So Black Widow, can't see myself upgrading. This is my favorite Black Widow, and with a Black Widow movie, I prefer the Endgame. And same here. I can't see myself switching to the battle damage, or to me, I always like to stick to the one figure per character rule, but as I always say, I do break it sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard to decide, but I try to, Japan's, I have a little space for my collection, so I like to keep it as slim as possible, but of course, my favorite characters from my favorite movies. Now, speaking of that, I do love Return of the Jedi, and this Stormtrooper is from that, but I do prefer this Remnant Trooper. So as much as I feel I like having 2 Stormtroopers in my collection, I'm just going to hang on to one of these guys. And then this Beskar Mando, still love this piece. But I am, and yeah, of course, Grogu, Baby Yoda I was going to call him. But, Grogu. I still want to call him Baby Yoda. Like I mentioned before, I just got this heavy Mando. I've just taken a look at the figure a little bit, but I do intend to review that piece. And then, as you can see there in the corner bottom, I have OG Mando. So yeah, I want to definitely display OG Mando again, as well as that heavy Mando figure, once I review it at some point here in the channel. Now, I recently got this guy, Heavy Thor, bulky Thor, I like to call. I like that piece, but I do prefer the Infinity War, so I probably will keep only one, probably Infinity War, like I said on my comparison. I do like that Max Newt head sculpt. I know a lot of people don't like it, but yeah, battle damage, Mark 85 will be coming, and probably substituting this guy, Captain America. He's solid. I love that piece. I don't see anything coming that will substitute him. Here, speaking of, like I mentioned, sometimes I break my rule. I can't, I've had these 2 Jokers and 2 Batman figures for the longest time, and this is not going to change. I may change their poses, I may change where they're shelved, but they're not going anywhere. As well as, of course, if I can focus here on 1989 Batman, and I wonder why is this guy, the Dark Knight Bale, missing his cowl?
That's because I have it, you idiot.
Oh gosh, you know, every time I talk about DC, what can I say? Okay, anyways, continuing on DC here, we do have this Flash piece. I'm really looking forward to the new Flash movie coming, and you know, Michael Keaton is gonna be in it, so that trailer, I was pretty impressed. I'm really looking forward to that. Wonder Woman, this is my favorite Wonder Woman piece to date. This is a Justice League Superman customized. Rob sent me the body of that figure and customized it. It was very generous of him. Thanks, Rob, again. And so yeah, I got basically that dual pack that's coming next year of Nightmare Batman and Black Superman. Love how those two look together. Here we have Al Pacino, and well, let's start here with Marty McFly. I recently got at the Toy Sapiens event. I covered already on the channel the most recent Marty McFly from part 1, and we'll substitute this guy, pretty sure. This is the new one. That's the box. And I'm going to do a comparison coming up next, so stay tuned for that. So speaking of Al Pacino, I love this figure. I needed an Al Pacino in the collection. He needs to be properly represented with his Jack Daniels bottle. And here we have Harrison Ford, or Indiana Jones, I should say. Henry Jones Jr. So here are that's kind of like the 80s movies, I want to call it. This is kind of 80s and yeah, 90s as well. But these are the Men in Black here. We have Michael Jackson from Bad, very 80s. This is, of course, late 90s. The Matrix. Love this piece. Neo and Terminator 2 from the 90s as well. So it's kind of 80s, 90s vibe going on here. But yeah, and kind of like Machine. You know, you got Terminator Machine and War Against the Machines vibe there with Neo as well. And here we have some kind of combo of some stuff I like. Clash of the Titans. Not Alien. What am I saying? He is an alien, but he's Predator. And Jack Sparrow. And we have from Lord of the Rings representing Aragorn. I want to add a gremlin there in the middle, like a NECA gremlin. These pieces, these two shelves, you know, the ones on top as well as these, nothing's changing. That's why I'm not mentioning of any figures going or any others coming. I don't really want to. I like how this looks. I mean, I might change again. So that Solid Snake, you know, that's big. That's Boss, Big Boss Snake. Here we have Jill Valentine from Biohazard in Japan, Resident Evil here, and then Snake, Solid Snake, love Solid Snake. And Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Oh, it's a video game section, and here I'm going to put, as mentioned, a little change, this Mai Shiranui figure. I want to review her on the channel as well sometime soon. I've had the figure for a couple months now and just haven't gotten to it. As well as this is kind of like the need to be reviewed section, let's call it. So yeah, Heavy Mando, awesome piece. And that Mai Shiranui from King of Fighters from Neo Geo. Still love Neo Geo and video games, fighting games. And I do like that Street Fighter Ryu that's been announced recently. I might have to add that. But anyways, here we're taking a look at my box art magnets. I always like to show those. This is my mini fridge here in the room. I used to have a 350Z when I lived in Los Angeles, and I wish I would have had a DeLorean, but that's the DeLorean until I get a Hot Toys one. And I've never showed this guy on the channel, I don't think. Maybe briefly, but definitely not in a collection video. And yeah, this is an older piece, but I feel this needs to be reviewed on the channel. But let me know if that's something you're interested in. I'd definitely like to review that guy. That's a wonderful piece. Dark Side Anakin, and this Dark Side combustion of my creation from a movie I made in a galaxy far, far away. My customization character and Superman. They're all kind of nice and evil looking here on top of the fridge. So we'll see what I do about that. I might put a blurg on top of there, perhaps when I get the blurg. We'll see. Here we have the 1989 Batmobile. Still love this. As soon as I get my hands on a DeLorean, which I still, fingers crossed, will be announced at one of the Toy Sapiens events, I'll add a shelf on there or add a cabinet so I can have both vehicles. And here we're taking a look at the closet cave that has figures as well, specifically Masters of the Universe. I just added Stinkor and that tongue lasher. Such great memories. Love that. I didn't show my Ninja Turtles. I've shown them before on the channel. I have them the same, the little cabinet. My Ninja Turtles from NECA, and that GemiiToys Iron Man. So that's basically going to wrap it up. Let me know what you guys think. Any suggestions for the collection, or anything you would like to see reviewed on the channel that you haven't seen. Yeah, just gonna start fresh here again and get going. So with that said, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.